Oh! Oh, it's in. Surely. Second half's been crazy. Let's get straight into it and rate the ground. Right, hello everyone and welcome to this new video on the channel, and tonight we are heading back to non-league to head into Kirklington Road for Sherwood Colliery versus Sheffield FC. So in today's video I've got my thoughts pre and post match as well as the matchday vlog itself, and with it being a new ground on the channel we're going to rate the ground, so without further ado let's get into the video. So just before we get the video started, if I could ask a huge favour from you all, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and give the video a like, whether you're an old or new viewer. Any support is greatly appreciated and really helps the channel grow. Let's aim for 30 likes on this video, but anyway, enough about that, let's head into my pre-match thoughts. So I think the best place to start off here is with the league table. So both these teams playing in the Northern Premier League, Division 1 East, and Sherwood Colliery, the home team, are currently sitting in 18th place out of 22 teams, just above the dotted line of the relegation zone after 3 wins, 3 draws and 6 defeats. And as for Sheffield FC, it's looking a bit bleak for them as they're currently second bottom in 21st out of 22nd after only having 1 win, 2 draws and 9 defeats. So Sherwood Colliery's last result was a 2-0 away loss at Heaton Stannington, so they're currently on a 3-game losing streak and they are winless in 5 games. They've been doing alright, to be fair, before this. We're kind of around mid-table. It is the first season at this level currently, as they won the United Counties League Premier Division North last season. So, like I said, I suppose the main thing for them is survival. It is a big gap, in my opinion, from step 5 up to step 4. So, if you can survive this year and try and build on that, it will be a successful season, in my opinion. And as for the world's oldest football club, Sheffield FC, their last result was a 3-1 home loss to Cleethorpes Town. So they've currently lost 4 games in a row in the league. However, the game before the last one, they did win in the Sheffield and Hallamshire Cup. It were against a team quite a few levels below, but nevertheless, a win is a win when you're not in great form. And they're not at the minute. They are struggling down at the bottom of the table. Like I say, only Ossett are below them at the minute. And yeah, it's been a tough one. Like I say, I do hope we do well, because like I say, they are a historic club, the world's oldest football club. And I enjoyed my visit there last year. And, I hope we can pull themselves out of it and stay at this level. They seem to be kind of around there most times. They never seem to start well, to be honest with you. They were around there last season, but then had a really good run and pulled themselves out of it. So hopefully they can do the same again. So I think all that's left to do is give my score prediction then. So which team is going to break their losing streak tonight? My prediction is, I think Sherwood's going to do it. I think, like I say, they're a bit higher up in the league. They're at home. Sheffield are struggling at the minute, I'll be honest. And yeah, I just think they're going to get the win tonight. So I'm going to go Sherwood Colliery 3, Sheffield FC 1. Anyway, that is it for my pre-match thoughts then. So Sherwood Colliery may be the home team, however, they have actually not played a game at their actual ground so far this season, and the reason for that is they're having a brand new 4G pitch installed. So they've been playing just next door at Renworth Miners Welfare. So I've not been to either ground. I'll definitely get to Sherwood once their pitch is ready. I think they said within the next month it should be ready, so it's one of the closest I haven't done, so I'll definitely be there at some point this season. And as for Renworth, like I say, looking forward to visiting. I've not been before, and I watched them quite recently against Retford United, and I said I'd get down at some point, so looking forward to doing that tonight. So without further ado, let's head on down to Renworth and see how tonight's game goes.
9-man one
Some of the
lawyer.
passing in the box wasn't brilliant.
Oh, run away.
We're going for a curry afterwards as well.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Ollie's good ball.
Good ball, lad, good ball.
That's a minute. We went to school around number 10. Oh,
I like him.
that was like us last night, weren't it? Against bloody Bournemouth. And then celebrated in front of loads of Wednesday fans.
Oh.
Yay!
Oh.
That was a chance.
I can't believe Clay Cross.
Incoming goal now.
Sherwood.
They got really good play cross.
Yeah!
Oh, I thought alright then. Oh.
Another chance.
Go on, get it to Jack. Get it to Otto. Get it to
The
Otto.
speed
There.
cameras in Ackworth and in Pontefract. Person juggling this
Go
morning.
to where I won't get caught.
Show ball.
Goal.
Yes.
Oh.
Here comes Lizzie.
What a ball.
Is
Oh, one of you.
There we are. 0-0.
Half time.
Are you going to
No,
the
no.
car, Paul?
Soft sugar. You soft.
Obviously, garage is closed.
Like brick and tile.
Oh,
Yeah, some
yeah.
signs actually. That's alright.
Oh,
Sat there
good
will
ball.
Tell us where to go.
Oh.
You've never seen us win there.
Oh.
Oh, God. It's like watching bloody Donny. I'm not, really, but I'll do when I say. It's in.
Oh. Oh, good save.
God, I thought that ring.
Oh,
Shoot.
Nice.
Shoot.
Through.
Oh,
Oh.
nearly. Adam Scarlett. I was like, Mudwaters, he's like that. Like massive font.
Shoot.
Oh!
Oh. Oh. Goal.
Yeah, it's 1-0 City still. Foden.
Oh. Tim.
Offside!
I think it was Reese as well.
Did you get it?
Yeah. I think it was Fielding.
Was it Reese?
Sure it was.
Ah, you. Stuff, and he were awake. But
Yeah, I thought how long it
we
was.
thought he were dead
Yeah.
because it was so long.
Oh. Oh.
Because first they said 10. You never get anything good. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, you win. You've got to film the guy a bit away. You've got to.
You can see it leaking out.
3 goals.
Wonder where he's been.
He's been for a week.
Yeah, I saw him.
Yeah, well, now they give a corner to the team.
Nice.
Back down. Good goal. The score was flagged down.
Tell you what, game's come to life a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, God, I thought this was going to be 0-0.
Get touched.
This guy. It's in. Oh.
Oh. Jeez.
Good block on the line, isn't it?
Yeah, they did a fundraising for Match every day.
Oh.
My friend was in Match.
Come on, get after him.
It's in.
Shoot.
Shoot.
Oh, there's as well.
Oh, good old
Nice.
football.
Oh. Oh. Surely.
Well played. Hey,
What a second half this has been.
that's still to go.
On the Humber Bridge because
Yeah,
I really
definitely.
like the Humber Bridge.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh, it's in. The second half's been crazy.
You know what? They've scored all their goals from corner.
Yeah. Can't deal with him in there, Sherwood.
Yeah.
No.
Where I grew up, just on Alvin Gate, just down there. Used to go out. Used to go out and play out with when I was a kid.
That's a lot. Full time, 3-3. Some second half.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah. That was good.
Go and get him. He's right. Go down there.
Okay, so we've just got back from the match. So at full time, it's finished Sherwood Colliery 3, Sheffield FC 3, and wow, what a second half of football that was. 6 goals. And yeah, say first half were 0-0 as well. In the second half, about 2 minutes before the first goal, we were saying this has got 0-0 written all over it. It weren't a bad game. It just weren't really. It was one of them games where like that perfect chance just wasn't falling, to the player. Just seemed like none at shots were going to go in, and lo and behold, about 2 minutes after that, the scoring started, and yeah, it didn't stop, and a very, very good second half of football. And like I say, the first half weren't bad. Tell you the truth, I can't remember a lot first half because all I can remember was that superb second half display. In terms of the teams, I'd say a draw's probably about right. I thought overall, I'd say the play were pretty even. Sherwood really struggled to deal with Sheffield FC, their aerial threat in the box. I think all 3 were definitely all from crosses. Well, I can't remember if it were all corners or not, but all 3 Sheffield FC's goals were definitely from crosses. But just couldn't deal with them. And yeah, I thought Sherwood played it. They played it out well. They broke quite well, but we just couldn't deal with Sheffield at the back. But it was one of them. When it was 3-3 at the end, you could kind of sense someone could easily get a winner. You couldn't tell who it was. It could literally be anyone. I mean, both teams were as likely to score as they were to concede. It was just one of them games. But yeah, a very entertaining one. For a neutral, a very good bottom of the table clash. And it's one of them. A point doesn't really help Sheffield that much. Same with Sherwood, to be fair. It doesn't really move them out of trouble that much, but it could be a huge point for both teams come at the end of the season. So, yeah, like I say, good luck to both teams for the rest of the season. I'm sure once Sherwood have got their pitch laid, then I'll definitely be there before the end of the season. I'd imagine it's not too far from here. And I've been to watch them at Renworth. I'd like to go and watch them at their place as well, so I'm sure we'll get that sorted. But yeah, an enjoyable visit to Renworth Miners Welfare, so I suppose all that is left to do is rate the ground. Okay, so it's time for Rate the Ground. So if you're new to this, what we do is for each ground we're visiting the season, we'll give them a rating out of 5 categories. So we've got pre-match, the catering, the ground, the atmosphere, and the overall enjoyment. Each going to get a score out of 5, a total score out of 25, and then we'll put them into a table with all the other grounds that we've been to this season. So each one is based off the level that it's at. So with this one, I'm going to change it up a bit. So obviously it's a step 4 match, but it's at a step 6 ground. So we're going to go in the middle. We're going to kind of base it on if it was step 5. So this term is the turn of Sherwood Colliery at Renworth. So without further ado, let's get straight into it and rate the ground. So I'm going to start off with pre-match then. So what is there to do before the match? So with this, we're going to go off the clubhouse, and it's all right, to be fair. It's one of them. It does the job. It's not fantastic. It's quite on the small side. I mean, there are only 107 there. I'd imagine if there were many more, it'd be very cramped in there, to be honest with you. Apart from that, not really a lot, to be honest with you. If you have got a clubhouse with some seats and stuff like that, but nothing amazing, in all honesty. But not terrible either. So I'm going to go for a 2 out of 5. Next up, we've got the catering. So I didn't have any food as I'd eaten before I came, but from what they had, it looked like kind of like the basic stuff that you'd expect at a non-league game. They had burgers. I think I saw a hot dog, and then we had stuff like chocolate bars and stuff like that. Cans of any your soft drinks. Beer wise, it were all in cans. We had alcohol free as well, which were handy for me after I'd had one for driving. So yeah, we've got everything you need. Nothing absolutely brilliant, but not bad either. So I'm going to go down the middle because it were probably about average for what you'd expect. So I'm going to go for a 2.5 out of 5. Next up, we've got the ground, and like I say, we're basing this as if it's off step 5, and I quite like it, to be fair. It's a pretty neat setup. I also like stuff that's a bit unique about the ground and kind of that stand that's there on its own. I mean, I've seen about that before. It's quite well known in the football community, so looking forward to seeing that. And yep, I got a good photo and video of that as well. And yeah, it's decent setup, to be fair. Nothing absolutely amazing, but you know, it's a tidy little ground, so I'm going to go for a 3 out of 5. Next up, we've got the atmosphere, and it's always difficult at non-league because you've got to kind of base it kind of off what you'd expect at non-league, and I'd say just above average. It were quite a small crowd for 107. I thought there'd be more there for this one, but you know, the fans up there, you know, made a decent amount of noise. Like I say, first half not a great deal to cheer about. Second half, there was a lot to cheer about for both teams. So yeah, I'm going to go just above average here. I'm going to go 3 out of 5. And finally, we've got overall enjoyment. I've had a really good time. I've really enjoyed tonight. I don't know what it was, whether it were, you know, how good the second half were. Like I say, we had a few friends who we knew down there and stuff like that. And to be honest, I know it's only been 2 weeks, but I've really been looking forward to going to another non-league game. I just had a really good time, to be fair. And yeah, glad I came to it. So for overall enjoyment, it's going to get a 4 out of 5. So this gives Sherwood Colliery a total score of 14.5 out of 25, which puts them into 21st in the table, level on points with Handsworth. But if two teams are on the same points, the first deciding factor is overall enjoyment, and Sherwood have a higher one than Handsworth, so they are above them in the table. So I'm going to, like I say, I probably will go to Sherwood before the end of the season, so I'll put in brackets Renworth here, and we'll see how Sherwood's actual ground compares to Renworth. But yeah, it's been a very enjoyable one. I've really enjoyed that. It was a great second half of football. I'm still buzzing from it. It was, you know, really, really good. And yeah, it's been a good day overall. So thank you very much for Sherwood and, of course, Renworth for the hospitality today. And I'm sure I'll be back at the game at Sherwood. So until the next video, I'm going to leave this one here. So thank you very much for watching. If you're new around here, please subscribe to the channel and give a video a like. Whether you're an old or new viewer, any support is really greatly appreciated and it helps this channel grow. Also, remember to follow my social media at Adam Gittings PT on pretty much everything. So the next match on the channel is going to be a Rovers away day on the Saturday. We've got Bradford City versus Doncaster Rovers. So until then, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.